So obviously today I might not be 291 pounds, but weighing myself like maybe a month ago, 291 pounds. Well, that's what the scale said. I mean, I got an old fashioned joint, like a little diagonal joint. Not even the diagonal joint. You know the joints you step on at the motherfucking clinic. Like I got one of them joints. So it said 291. I'm rocking with that. That's the number I'm going with. I don't feel 291. I don't look 291, but hey, if it say 291, it's 291. But I just wanted to just get on here real quick while I'm in the groove and shit, and just say, I don't know if the motivation to get back. I never lost the motivation to want to reach that goal weight because I was so close. I was right the fuck there at 180. And I think my goal weight was like 147, 150, but I dropped the ball. Unfortunately, I'm back up in weight, but I'm back on my journey, obviously. And things been working out. Couple little hiccups. Ate some bullshit, some trash food, you know, here and there. But for the most part, been sticking to it. Plant-based. I'm on this 90-day fruit fast. Right now, currently, I'm on like day 4. You know, so I mean, I feel great. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to, you know, get on here and just say, like, man, if you experiencing like being overweight, it's hard as shit to stop eating the things you love. Just look at it like this. It's people out here. My grandmom, I got a grandmom that's diabetic, right? I don't even like using them terms no more because it's like, it's almost like, it's really some made up shit, right? All this shit is people that got high blood pressure, people that's diabetic, hypertension, all that shit fall under the same umbrella. What's a couple other Jones they put out there? Like just all that shit that a lot of black and brown people go through and have. If you notice, most people that have these complications, they on medication, right? Then I started thinking like, damn, so they on this medication, but they still eat what they want to eat. Oh, so the medication, it ain't to heal you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't to heal you. It ain't to you know, pull you away from whatever it is they saying that you have. It's to keep you where you at, but allow you to eat the things, or allow you to not have to give up the things that you love. Whether you a dessert person, you heavy on desserts and sweets, whether you love your meat, your bacon, your pork bacon, you love soda, juice, whatever it is that you love and enjoy, the medicine is to just allow you to not have to give those things up. I seen a fucking podcast a while ago, and this guy was saying how he was in the health field, and he said one day he was talking to a doctor, and the doctor was like, yeah, what you doing this weekend? We having a potluck. And he was just like, I guess, whatever, potluck, whatever. He was like, yeah, I'm bringing my famous 5-cheese macaroni. I guess he looked at the boy like, what the fuck? Like, y'all niggas, y'all doctors, and y'all see people about certain things that they're going through. I know it's a business, you know, in totality, but it's like, you a fucking doctor, and you probably got worse eating habits than your patients. You see doctors, they wear glasses, they got bad vision. You know what I'm saying? Like all these shit, I never paid attention to that shit. Like, yo, it's diabolical, man. Like just the way this shit is set up and how things are, and the people that we trust in and confide in, and to take care of us and give us the best advice, and really trust and find comfort in these people when they ain't no better than us. So in all of that, being as big as I ever been in my life, 291, and just really dedicating and saying, yo, look, I'm gonna lock in, and I'm gonna get the 160. I'm gonna lose this 131, and I am, because I know how to lose the weight already. My whole thing is just getting it going. That's been my thing since I gained the weight. Just getting away from the food, because the food is just like, it's more addictive than I ever remember it being. Like, it's like you can't get all this shit like crack. Like, it really is. But I say all that to say, man, what really was like my drive and motivation outside of being as big as I ever been was like, I don't want to get to a point, I don't want to accept my life to be, oh, I take 13, 14 medications, but I'm allowed to still eat. You know, at the cookout, I'm still allowed to eat certain foods, or, you know, I don't want that for myself, bro. Like, genuinely, I don't. I don't want to have to be going to a bunch of different having a bunch of different appointments, and I see that shit from my grandma, and I'm just like, yo, it's so bad that it's to a point where we just accepted that at a certain age you supposed to be. It's almost like it's just accepted. Like, yo, when you get a certain age, you supposed to be going to doctor's appointments. You supposed to lose your vision. You supposed to be on the cane. You supposed to be having a walker. You supposed to be in a wheelchair. You supposed to be hunched over. You supposed to not be as active after a certain age. Oh, I'm getting old. Ooh, I ain't got it like I used to. Like, that's just like really like they normalized all this shit, bro. And it's like, it's so sad that they got us so they got people minds so corrupted and so distorted. Like, we really buy in and believe this shit that's out here or what they telling us. You know, anytime you got doctors eating slop and trash and all that, you think your doctor don't get off fucking work and fucking go to McDonald's? I used to think doctors was holier than now. I'm like, oh yeah, the doctor, he know everything. He perfect. I used to really think that as a young boy. Like, when I went to my little doctor's visits and shit, I'm like, we listen to them because they doctors. They know everything. They understand it. They get it. No, that nigga, he go have a drink after work. That nigga like chocolate cake. He eat ice cream. I mean, it might be in moderation, but he still eat a standard American diet. How the fuck you gonna sit up there and tell somebody what to eat, what not to eat, when you wear glasses? Your vision fucked up. That also reflects your diet. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother thing. But it's like, you know, if you just, I can't even say if you look around you'll understand it, because like that's the thing that be losing me when I be watching a lot of the people that I watch and admire their information and their wisdom. But it's like, you can't expect people to just look around and get it and understand it, or look into nature and just understand it. We're so programmed. We're so distorted. We're so disconnected is what I'm trying to say. We're so disconnected. So it's like the message be a little bit too advanced for the average person. Like, I'm an average person that come from poverty. I come from the hood. We ain't taught none of this shit. We ain't taught how to eat, how to live, how to go into the sauna, sweat out toxins, go on fasts, juice fast, water fast, brush your lymphatics. Like, we ain't taught none of this shit. I'm speaking foreign to people that probably see this and never heard. It's niggas out here that still ain't never heard about semen retention. I seen somebody in the comments like, I just learned what semen retention is. Like, what? I mean, but I can't even say what, because it's like, this information ain't privy to everybody. But it's like, at the end of the day, man, the motivation ain't the 291 pounds, because what people don't understand is, as long as you know what you gotta do, the weight gonna come off. Just make sure you exercising as you go, the weight gonna fall off. It's more so the why for me. I'm doing this so I ain't gotta be in nobody's hospital. I don't like, I know it sounds cliche, I can't stand hospitals. I don't even like how, I don't wanna be hospital ridden. I don't wanna be depending on the doctors and his information and the medication they gonna keep me on this medication, to then put me on this medication, and then take me off that and put me on it. Like, that's a nightmare, bro. And you telling me all I gotta do is just detach? It's not easy, because I'm going through it right now. But all I gotta do is detach away from all these good tasting ass foods that's killing me anyway, to curate longevity? That's why I'm like, I've been on it ever since. I started with the pescatarian shit and all that. But once I really start getting into the plant-based, I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. And they trying to poison and do all that with that, but I still like my chances of being on this side of the fence than being on the other side. Like, point blank, bottom line. I know somebody right now, 50-something years old, on hospice, because he chose to neglect his health. 50-something years old on hospice? You gonna die any day. You probably in that hospital bed like, damn, I wish I would have took better care of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I don't even want to die now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what that man might be thinking in his head on hospice, on a liquid diet. You know what I'm saying? Bony as shit, about to die. Probably like, yo, I don't even want to die now. I got a different appreciation for life. It's too late. It's too late. Listen, 291 pounds, I ain't tripping. I will say, that's another motivation. I started to get like certain numbness in my left arm, shit like that. I'm like, oh, this ain't it. Whether it's hypertension, I don't even want to chance it. High blood pressure, I don't want to chance it. You know what I mean? I just want to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And just be out here thriving, doing it my way. You know what I'm saying? In shape, feeling good, looking good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. This just for our people though, black and brown people, man. Like, we gotta wake up for real, bro. Like, all this shit that they giving us that's so great and so good, bro, it's the total opposite. In every aspect, not just food, but just everything. It's gonna be hard to give up the shit that you've been programmed to love for 20, 30 years, but you gotta push through. They not out here trying to do what's in your best interest. They out here trying to wipe you out. Stress you out, burn you out, wipe you out, all that. Yeah, man.